The film opens with a flashback in the quantum realm. Janet Van Dyne, Michelle Pfeiffer, comes across two creatures that attack her. She kills one but is pounced on by the other. Before it can finish her, someone blasts its head off. Janet turns and sees another man. Jonathan Majors appears to have crash-landed in the realm with her. In the present day, Scott Lang, Paul Rudd, has been enjoying his newfound celebrity status after helping the Avengers save the world from Thanos, although at least one person mistakes him for Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Hope Van Dyne, Evangeline Lilly, has taken over her father Hank's, Michael Douglas, company, and has been using Pym particles for expanding her research and using it for global benefits. Scott has also written a best-selling book about his experiences. However, his absence from being stuck in the quantum realm has also kept him from his daughter Cassie, Catherine Newton. Scott gets a call from jail and meets Hope there. Cassie was arrested for being at a protest. She has also been tinkering in science ever since the blip, even beginning to work with Hope and Hank, whom Cassie refers to as Grandpa Hank. Scott and Cassie join the Pyms at home for dinner, where Hank accidentally lets it slip that Cassie has been arrested more than once. She draws attention to the work they have been doing, including Hank having an ant farm with his smart ants, while Cassie has worked on a device that sends signals to the quantum realm, and signals can be received in the outside world too. This causes Janet to panic, and she shuts the device off. Before she can explain herself, the device reactivates and starts pulling everything and everyone inside. Scott jumps in after Cassie, and uses his Ant-Man suit to protect her as they fall into the quantum realm. Hope uses her WASP suit to save her parents. The Pyms gather as Janet tries to keep them from being spotted. They are found by inhabitants that Janet confronts. After a quick duel with one of the inhabitants, Janet and the creature laugh it off like old friends. She is then able to get her family a ride atop a large flying creature. The Langs are found by other quantum realm inhabitants, varying from humanoid to many alien-like beings. Scott and Cassie must drink a red fluid called ooze that comes from one of the creatures, the David Dismalchian, which allows them to understand the natives. They are met by another native Quaz, William Jackson Harper, who can read minds, as well as Gentora, Katie O'Brien, a rebel warrior who suspects that the arrival of the Langs and Pyms will draw attention from someone they call the Conqueror. When Scott mentions Janet's name, Gentora becomes more suspicious. Janet leads Hank and Hope to a bar full of other quantum natives. They meet with a man called Lord Kryler, Bill Murray, whom Janet befriended, and is implied to have had a relationship with during her time trapped down there. While Janet tries to get Kryler to help, he tells her that he is working for Kang, the Conqueror referred to from earlier. Kryler also alludes to Kang's greatest weapon, a mechanized organism designed only for killing. MODOK, Kang's henchmen, show up to take in the Pyms, but they fight their way out, and Hank uses one of his growing discs to turn a squid creature gigantic to grab Kryler and throw him around. The family then steals his ship and escapes. The rebels soon come under attack by Kang's forces, before MODOK makes his appearance and begins to vaporize some of the freedom fighters. In the chaos, Cassie reveals she has been wearing her own super suit to help her shrink and grow. MODOK personally confronts Scott and Cassie and reveals himself as Darren Cross, Corey Stoll, who survived his fight with Scott when he went subatomic and destroyed his Yellow Jacket suit, which deformed Cross's body and left him as a giant head with tiny limbs and a stretched-out face. He was also the one who sent the signal to Cassie that she responded to. MODOK then brings the two to Kang. On their way out, Janet comes clean to Hank and Hope about her time down there. When she had met Kang, he gave her the impression that he was another lost traveler, and that she could help him power his ship to get them out of the quantum realm, promising her he will return her to Hope. After Janet found his ship's core, she learned that his ship was powered by his thoughts. When she touched the core, she caught a glimpse into Kang's mind, and she witnessed all the atrocities he committed, from wiping out entire planets and destroying timelines. Kang attempted to appeal to Janet by saying he can make it, so that she never missed Hope's childhood, though she knew it would mean other worlds would suffer because of him. Seeing that he was a monster, Janet used her WASP suit to steal the core,